first saw this house, it was really apparent that all 3 levels needed to be addressed, but the homeowner really wanted to start with a very scaled back version of what we did.
Typically what homeowners do is they have this false reality that you can like do 7 different phases. Okay, I'm gonna deal with the front of the house a little bit, the rear of the house, I'm gonna leave the kitchen for phase 2, and then I'm gonna do the upstairs phase 5 or 6. And the reality is you can't, because they're all interconnected to the end goal, which is this modern, clean line, Western view front home.
All kinds of water damage. Fun, joys of being a homeowner, right?
It's like every project, as soon as you start demo, you're bound to find something, which also speaks to the initial site visit that's telling you you're gonna see all kinds of stuff. So we always prepare for a certain amount. This home was extra special. It had all kinds of fungus, rot, structurally things had settled. So it settled over 1 7/8 inches and under 14 feet, and then about another inch under 18 feet in another direction.
One issue that came up mid-process was that they would like to add the kitchen and the family room and the whole inside level that we weren't planning on touching.
Anytime you put new around old, as soon as that new goes in, it magnifies the old. And so the homeowner could start to see he's patching in place things that doesn't make sense.
So it was great, but it was crazy because we already had permits, we already had material ordered, we already had the plan, we'd already broken ground. I was excited as a designer, but I felt bad for him because I'm like, okay, now schedule it and figure it out.
We know it's the right thing, right?
Yes.
So it's throwing the anchor out, done mid drift, and deal with those repercussions.
But it's also a testimony of trust that they saw how our design process went initially, how we had started the demo, how we were addressing the building envelope, fixing the structure. There was trust there. So it was like, by the way, I really do need that kitchen.
Well, the original assumption that was there was that it was just a raised platform. But midway through the project, how all projects go, it was not that. And so what that involved is us having to cut out, having us remove all of it, which actually in return helped expose the structural issue, the settlement issue, and we were able to kill a couple birds with 2 stones by raising that up, lowering that down, and then addressing the unlevel floors.
So right here, we have this beam that's sagging below the joist line. It comes around over here to where the post is. This guy's about 1 7/8 inches out from this side. So we're gonna end up needing to strip post and beam likely over here to try and raise that guy up and get that re-supported. All right, here's the 0 point for our laser too. So I always mark the tripod on the floor so that I know where I started. We've identified that this is our high spot over here. We have a little bit of a dip over here still on this section, and then this side, it's about 1/8 of an inch off, but it's much improvement from 1 7/8 inches, which this area, a subfloor, was dipping before. All right, we're making some headway upstairs. Got the exterior envelope opened up. We actually got part of the new beam set up over here. Big old guy connecting this guy. New post in place. And then this will be the area of the addition. And then the combination of the master comes back here. So this gets reworked a little bit. But you can see this is gonna be one now giant span across. Header goes up. So the new master view will be from the bed looking out this way. It's gonna be super killer.
He at first thought only his practical needs needed to be addressed, like water intrusion and termites. But in the end, it's like the quality of life, the experience of living in this home every day is so much better now. And he works from home.
Yeah.
So he's able to enjoy this environment so much more than just getting the waterproofing fixed. So giving them the kitchen that's open and functional and beautiful, and a fireplace that is enjoyable, and the master bathroom that wasn't even there.
Yep.
This bedroom and bathroom upstairs were not even there. They were tiny, dark, pushed off into a corner with no views, no place to sit, no place to enjoy and relax and unwind. And so by adding that 3rd story addition and giving them all the space they needed, this home now functions the way it should for a family that works hard, works from home, and wants to take advantage of every view possible.